Hello everyone, I'm Sharon with Entelechy Visions, and this is an energy update for the week of April 6th through April 12th. So how are you all doing out there? I know we are moving even deeper into this experience on a personal and global level, and it may be very challenging on many levels. As we are navigating this social distancing, we are learning to navigate our relationships in new ways, whether we are social distancing by ourselves, with another person, our partner, with our children, our family. All is being tested, reshaped, and reformed under this. And then we're also faced with this disconnect from the outer world and our routines and the way that we have regularly experienced our lives. And so our lives have really shifted in a very dramatic way. And with this can come a full spectrum of emotions that you may be moving through on a regular basis. You may find that you move through many different experiences as you are processing all that has been transforming, all that has been shifting. And just know that we are being restructured, not just on a personal level and with our lives and our routines, but we're restructuring on a collective level, which I'm sure you can see. But so much is getting reshifted and so much is getting recalibrated that it's kind of like the puzzle pieces have just been thrown up to the air and they're scattered all over the place right now. And nothing has truly settled. So it can be a very fragile and somewhat vulnerable space to reside in, as there isn't a lot of certainty to really grasp onto. But the certainty that you can have right now lies within your own very inward space. And so the gift that we are being given, which I discussed in our last update, of the grand pause and the opportunity to really go within and cultivate this time. But as we continue even deeper into this experience, you'll find that you can shift on many levels that really benefit you to use this time wisely for your own well-being. This pause is really allowing us to return to a place that maybe we have been craving on some level. Despite all that's happening in the world, many have needed a period of rest. Even the planet has needed a period of rest. And this doesn't discount all of the things that are occurring with this situation and in the world, and all those who are being challenged right now, and all of the things that may be arising within your own inner world that you are feeling personally challenged by due to this situation. But it's more so highlighting that we can use this space to stay strong. We can use this space to be our best self by tending to our own inner world. A really beautiful quote that I saw this week was, "You cannot lead from behind," said by Abraham Hicks. That you have to take care of your own well-being in order to help others is what that means. So even if it's just being your best self for your partner, your family, your children, clarity will really come to you when you feel aligned. So we cannot force clarity, but when we aren't aligned, it won't come no matter how hard we try. So if you really allow yourself to find your own internal alignment, whether that is through your practices, your daily routines of maybe some exercise, meditation, yoga, getting out in nature if you still have that option, to really be very solid and dedicated to these practices to keep yourself aligned in these times. And that will allow you to be a better assistance to others and to your own self as you move through this, so that you feel clear and you can come from a place of that alignment. Give space to others who are moving through some kind of emotional experience. You may find that that is occurring a lot these days. So no one is really acting normal. No one is acting like their regular selves right now, because we're all moving through these different emotions. So be mindful of this and allow others the space that they need to express what they have to let go of, even if it means stepping away for a bit and allowing them to have the space from you so that they can process what they're moving through. Because a lot is shifting in terms of grief as well, because we're grieving our old lives, we're grieving an old way of doing things, and we're also grieving an old world, because we know when we move out of this, this is only temporary. This will change, this will shift, but when we do move out of it, life will not be the same. So in a way, we are shedding that attachment to how things were even before this. And we will find that there will be a definitive marking point of before this occurred and then after this occurred. But we are all moving towards a better way. And it may not seem so right now, but know that all the doors that are closing right now are also opening up a lot of different doors of opportunity. And to try to align your focus to see what those opportunities are. And even if you can't see them right now, if you're in a difficult, challenging space and it's hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel, remember that they will show up, and that this eventually is moving us all into a higher version and expression for our lives and for the planet as a whole. So in these inward times, we are invited to cultivate creativity. And creativity will be a very large theme in the month ahead of April, as the blossoms are blooming and spring is coming into its fullest expression. The earth is allowing that creative expression in her own way, and she is still moving forward. She is still moving into that expression of the season and reminding us to do the same. That despite all that is occurring, we can still have that same expression. We can still create an inward time and an incubation time where we're all called to be more inside and spend time at home. We can use this time to create, whatever that means for you, to really tend to that, because creativity is ultimately an expression of our heart. And creativity stems from that space. If you can look at your arms and your hands, they are ultimately extending out from your heart chakra, your heart center. So creativity comes out of your arms and your hands. So it's an expression of your heart center. So in this time of creativity, it will bring a softening within the hearts of all of us. So this is a wonderful and beautiful expression that's coming out of this experience. We have a full moon coming up this week in Libra on the 7th. And this full moon is a culmination point. We may not see the ending or finalization of what we are all moving through, but a shifting point, something that will alter and bring peace and balance. But it will also highlight relationships in our life. Libra is the sign that focuses a lot on our relationships and also the balance within them. So any imbalances that we have in our relationships as we are in this social distancing, this could really bring them up to a head. So with full moon energy, it can really amplify everything on and surrounding the full moon. So just be mindful of that as any imbalances arise in the relationships with those in your life surrounding that date, and just to allow whatever wants to come through, because it's rebalancing. It's bringing truth to light. If any loneliness spikes around the full moon, remember to find ways to connect to others, even in our social distancing. We can find those ways, and to not be afraid to reach out to others if you do need that additional support. To get outside as well, to use nature as that healing support system for yourself, even if you're not feeling like it. And hopefully you do still have the opportunity in your area to get outside. But sunshine is very healing for us at this time. Nature is very healing. So use that to lean on if you are feeling that sense of loneliness or sadness at this time. So with this full moon, it will allow us to experience anything that may be challenging right now and kind of putting a balm of healing on it. As Libra is a very peaceful sign and it is the peacekeeper, so it brings that kind of sense of peace. So if things have been very agitated, as they really have in the world, it may be causing our nervous systems to be very edgy and very frazzled. So there could be a sense of overwhelm because there is this inward space, but it's as though the media, the internet, social media has been louder than ever. So if you find that your nervous system is very highlighted and you're feeling on edge, this full moon will bring some balm of healing to all of that. And to remember to step away from how much you are taking in, how much you are consuming in terms of information, news, even social media can really integrate and infuse into your energy field subconsciously that can impact your nervous system. So take time out, disconnect, and reconnect to the ultimate source, which is going within. So I hope you have a beautiful week ahead. I know these are very, very powerful times, and I know that many are being challenged in many different ways. Know that you are not alone. Know that we are all in this together. If you do need additional support, I have a couple options at this time. We have a new Facebook group called Wellness at Home Together, and you're welcome to join for free virtual wellness resources on there to support you during this social distancing. If you need further one-on-one support, I'm offering a special rate of 45-minute intuitive healing session remotely to help to balance some of those emotions and energies that you may be moving through at this time. You can learn more about that at entelechivisions.com. If you're enjoying this content, I invite you to like and subscribe to help to support the channel. I thank you for listening and have a wonderful day.